Scorpio, welcome to your reading for the month of November. We start with men, dealings or relationships with a man. That comes with January. June, we have the fox, and the fox says shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. And then we have the rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters and lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Go to the gym, Scorpio. As oracle card, we have Lemuria. Creating heaven on earth is happening. Let's read this together. So it says, Lemuria or Mu is one of the earth's lost lands where heaven really was a place on earth. A time before we were kicked out of the Garden of Eden, in Lemuria, life worked in harmony, all beings were seen as equal, and we were deeply reverent to Mother Earth. We knew that a mosquito was no worse than us, and the sun no better. Perhaps you too believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Perhaps you are part of the transition team who at soul level are devoted to creating this kind of harmony on the planet now. Thank you for wanting to do this work. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the state of affairs on the planet right now, but you are being encouraged to keep holding the clear vision of the future. It is closer than you think. You may be guided to hold the frequency of Lemuria in your own community, family, workplace, or within yourself. Know that it is possible. And while at times it may feel like you are alone, you truly are not. There are hundreds of thousands of who hold the codes of this ancient lost land, and even Lemuria crystals to hold the codes of remembering that are beginning to rise above all planets. Keep doing what you are doing, and remember, the only way to heal the world around us is to first heal ourselves. And you have the Seven of Spikes reverse as the theme of the month of November. I feel you are extremely exhausted, maybe burnout, and you kind of feel like all around you is competition. It feels like this energy comes here to show you, to break some kind of a curse. And because you are doing such an effort, you are always overwhelmed, you are always trying to prove yourself, and it's time for you to let go of this. It's time for you to understand that yes, you are different and you have nothing to prove to others, because at some point you are so exhausted, so burnout, that I feel you have no clarity anymore. Maybe you don't see the goals, you don't see what you need to do ahead, you don't communicate properly, and this is interfering in your process of evolution, because you really need to avoid that lack of clarity, lack of truth, and bad communication come to you, between you and others. It doesn't really matter, but you need to avoid this energy. If you don't have clarity, ground, and this is exactly what the Four of Scepters is here doing. There is a need for you to embrace this transition. The Four of Wands, if this is a relationship, it can be a relationship reading for you. It can also be like embrace commitment, embrace this marriage, embrace this relationship, but it's mostly about you grounding and crossing a gate for something that is about to be celebrated in your life. It's very important that you follow the calling. The Five of Scepters reverse here. You really have this internal conflict. So maybe in between this, you have to make decisions that, are conflictuous with your values or the way you were raised. And you, at the moment, question all that. And it's all okay, because this is a process that needs to come to you. The Queen of Coins comes here, something to avoid. So this energy of you being a provider for everybody, for example, you paying for everything, you being there for others and not being for yourself, or others not being for you, it's something that you really need to let go. And maybe this is what's creating the internal conflicts that you have. Maybe you see yourself as the person that should be at home, supporting everybody, buying this and buying that, paying for this and paying for that. And you need to let go of this, Scorpio. This, again, can be also a person that does this work for you. If this is a relationship, this person that pays all your bills, you need to let go. The Six of Scepters comes here as the growth. It's about time you embrace peace. There is a lot of fights, a lot of loss. And you need to understand where you are today, where you are at today. It's really bringing the conflicts, bringing the bad communication, the confrontation. It's about time you embrace that energy of there's no point of you keep on fighting, keep on pursuing things that are losses, and they need to be a loss. You cannot force destiny. You can always try to understand and follow, because your path is you healing and following the clarity, the truth, in a way that is not hurting anybody, is just bringing healing, a new mindset, something that it's within you, and somehow you are refusing to bring upon the table, because there are a lot of conflict of ideas and actions. The way you are is not being reflected by you. You don't let it out, because I feel around you there is an environment of holding you, of putting you in a situation of you thinking you are not good enough, and then you have to fight to be yourself. So anyways, the path is for you to grow in a new mindset. And it's very interesting, because you have the 4, the 5, and the 6 of wands. It's a growth, is an ascension of you. Again, as I said, the goal will be breaking the magic. There is a sort of karma, of energy that is heavy, that needs to be broken. This can, even if you believe manipulation, but it's about time you stop manifesting what others want you to manifest, and you be the one that has everything. The power is in your hands, basically, and you need to understand that and get away from that space where you go like, no, I'm not going to do anything. You need to take power, but in order to do that, you need to break the curse. And yeah, so from a place where you were the provider or something like that, you will feel like, yeah, I'm withdrawing. You will feel depleted. You will feel maybe even financial loss here, but this will be you. It will be your transition. You feel like I am not grounded. So embrace being grounded, because if when we do this, you withdraw, you change things, there's a new opportunity for you out there of manifesting exactly the even money, the wellness, the business, but you need to understand, wherever you have the loss, you need to admit to yourself there's no point of you keep on pushing, because you fear this new mindset, these new ideas, but at the same time, it's the best thing for you and you want to follow. And again, if this is a love reading, then there's this person with this mentality of business, of mindset, of healing, good communication that you fear, but you are supposed to go through this path with this person. And why? Because the moon in reverse, this is healing inner child wounds. It's healing trauma. It's healing the past, the thing that made you suffer, and now you still carry it. And there's a new page. And once you do this, the new passion, the world will show you passion, will bring you new opportunities, and you will be actually amassing a treasure, no matter if it's money, love, whatever it is for you. So Scorpio, there's a lot of healing in this reading. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, do like, subscribe, and follow. And if you want a personal reading with me, do let me know here on social media. Otherwise, I'll see you in your next reading.